that's on me. And so, you know, real knows real. And when you a man, you own up and you fess up to the things that you did wrong. Right. And I'm gonna always be that dude.
Sticking more together, you know, pushing each other to be great instead of arguing on social media. That's just my opinion. And push each other in a positive way. And, you know, I found myself in the past, you know, the younger Floyd Mayweather, you know, going back and forth on the internet with different people. But I'm in a better place in my life right now. You know, I couldn't ask to be in a better place.
After Stephen A. Smith laid some claims about Floyd Mayweather and his financial status, Mayweather, with the help of Adrien Broner, fired back at him and made some funny claims about him.
Type of money. Because why ain't it happen?
Yeah.
And we can do a fight in September, an exhibition, it don't go on neither one of our records, it's just for the culture, and we walk away with 9 figures. And they gonna pay for that today.
There couldn't have been any more bad need for Stephen A. Smith and his supporters after declaring his interest in becoming president than the allegations laid against him by Floyd Mayweather. Just a few days after declaring his interest, Stephen A. Smith has been allegedly called a fraud. While many boxing fans get where this is coming from, it's not necessarily a real allegation, it's more of a retort for whatever Stephen A. Smith said about Mayweather.
Get his act together, and he didn't appreciate that. And he was so pissed off we went without talking, and it got to a point where a couple of my colleagues pulled me to the side and said, yo man, you the beat writer for the 76ers.
As you'd expect, Stephen A. Smith, like many other sports professionals, has claimed Floyd Mayweather's finances isn't at its best at the moment, predicting he's bankrupt. Actually, there could be some iota of truth in this. Sadly, most professionals that bring this up always have no evidence to support their claims.
So the old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and forth with people on social media, I don't do that anymore because I'm truly, truly blessed, way beyond belief. You know, what's important to me right now is my real estate, my family, different things I'm involved with.
However, these claims always annoy Floyd Mayweather Jr., who's always wanting to flaunt his wealth and prove how rich he is to the public.
About practice, he didn't care about that. Believe it or not, he didn't care about that. It was like he got mad. He got mad because I said that, you know, he taking liberties. You know, he's AI.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., renowned for his undefeated pro boxing career and flamboyant lifestyle, has amassed substantial wealth over the years. As of 2025, his financial portfolio reflects not only his earnings from the ring, but also his ventures into business and real estate. Here, we'll be going into what makes the former world champion his wealth, including his salary, assets, and more.
Well, guess what Papa bought? Guess what Papa bought you for? You bought me this? Young girl, I got you a gift. Guess what I bought you? Let me put.
So, Floyd, man, like, you got everything. You got the skyscrapers, you got the cars, you got the houses, you got. What's next?
What I'm working on now, I don't really want for nothing. I don't really want for nothing. I mean, it's crazy that, I mean, when people say, when you post something, you see all the comments.
Estimates of Mayweather's net worth in 2025 vary among sources. According to Sports Illustrated, his net worth is approximately $500 million. However, CoinPaper suggests a figure closer to $1.2 billion. This discrepancy underscores the challenges in accurately assessing the wealth of high-profile individuals with diverse income streams, so it is best to assume that it is somewhere in the middle of those two numbers, around $750 million. Throughout his career, Mayweather secured several sponsorship deals that enhanced his income. Notably, for his 2015 bout against Manny Pacquiao, he featured brands such as Hublot, Burger King, and FanDuel on his attire, with Burger King reportedly paying $1 million for the sponsorship. Additionally, for his 2017 fight against Conor McGregor, the asking price for sponsorship was set at $10 million, reflecting the high value associated with Mayweather's promotional partnerships and the level of that particular fight.
You had the label, right? You ever think about getting the music again, like helping some artists?
Well, I've been working, a lot of tours, a lot of huge tours.
Oh, okay.
For years. You guys never seen my name on a lot of tours, but I was behind a lot of major tours that was done. A lot of major artists.
That's where Al Heyman came from, right?
Exactly.
The Budweiser Superfest.
Yes.
Beyond boxing, Mayweather has diversified his investments, particularly in real estate. In 2025, he reportedly acquired 62 multifamily properties in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, adding over 1,000 units to his portfolio. This move aligns with his strategy to invest in income-generating assets. Mayweather's penchant for luxury is evident in his lifestyle choices. He has been known to spend extravagantly, including a week-long birthday celebration in Miami costing upwards of $5 million. His car collection is equally impressive, with recent additions totaling $5 million, featuring high-end models like Bugatti.
It's all about helping kids, the new generation, surpass Floyd Mayweather and be a better Floyd Mayweather. So, everything that I did, in a past, if it was something negative. Guess what I bought you? What? You the first kid that owned a building in a diamond district in New York City.
Woo!
We bought you a building.
Yeah!
Papa bought you a building.
What has shocked many fans amid all these is how Adrien Broner can call someone else a fraud, seeing the kind of mess he's found himself in lately. Adrien Broner is an American professional boxer who won world championships in 4 weight classes, which include WBO Super Featherweight title from 2011 to 2012, World Boxing Council Lightweight title from 2012 to 2013, World Boxing Association Welterweight title in 2013, and the World Boxing Association Light Welterweight title from 2015 to 2016. Despite having a successful boxing career and making $1 million out of it, he has found himself severally in trouble with the other side of the law. In October 2016, Broner was charged with a misdemeanor battery for allegedly choking a waitress at a nightclub in Las Vegas. An year later, he was arrested for failing to appear in court for a previous arrest. In 2017, he was summoned for knocking out an agitating fan. He declined to appear before the court with reasons of not being aware that a summon was delivered to him.
You mentioned in the indictment, that's crazy in itself. Adrien Broner, what the? That's crazy.
According to the paperwork, Adrien Broner was running these dice games, and they had tricked dice, and he got one all-star NBA player.
His little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get $100+ million for it,
right?
And we ain't never got a box again. Well.
It seemed Adrien never learned his lesson to stay out of trouble. In 2018, he was booked in a Fulton County jail in Atlanta on a misdemeanor battery charge and was later released on a bail. He was later arrested thrice with different offenses, making homophobic threats on social media, assault in a nightclub, and for parole violation after he failed to enroll in a court-mandated alcohol treatment program. Adrien Broner allegedly finessed $1.5 million from NBA players in fixed dice games, and now it's coming back to haunt him. Reports claim Big U wanted AB jumped for not checking in, while also charging NBA players $100 for protection. The streets and the industry stay crossing paths in Los Angeles, but this situation is wild. Cheating NBA stars, extortion claims, and check-in fees? Said Trap Lax Radio on Instagram. A confidential witness told authorities about a large buy-in dice game in Los Angeles in 2019. The game allegedly involved a professional boxer, only identified as AB, AB's associates, and several prominent NBA players. According to CW1, AB and his associates fixed the game, cheating the famous ballers out of millions using teased dice.
I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you ain't never got a box again. That would have been done.
Yeah.
That would have been done.
Right.
But I don't know if he want to see me with that type of money.
After the game, Eugene Henley, aka Big U, directed his associates to rough up AB, who had not checked in with Henley, and to get the money back from him on behalf of the cheated NBA players. Multiple members of the Rollin' 60s Crips allegedly arrived and were used to press AB. In the comment section, fans and followers shared their thoughts about Adrien's alleged fine. Sucks to say, But if they want to be playing dice game with the gangsters, they might be getting played, or probably are, but think they are all good. Hate to say it, but it's those elite types that like hanging out and keeping that company when they come to town. You know everybody comes through Los Angeles, said an Instagram user. Winning belts go out, they mix to be in the mix with losers to be relevant amongst the irrelevant, and that's how they end up being boxed, added another Instagram user. Damn, this makes me look at Nipsey's passing differently, concluded another follower. The FBI are determined not to leave any stone unturned regarding this issue. CW1 blew the whistle about a large buy-in dice game that took place in Los Angeles in 2019. A boxer identified as AB was among the involved professional boxers, and his associates fixed the game to cheat the NBA players.
These are not even normal NBA players. These are like, you know, dudes who were like,
Really
you
got
know,
some money.
really got real money.
Yeah.
You know, got one guy for 1.5, another guy for 5, man. With fake dice, bro. That's crazy. At one point, don't you notice the dice are rigged?
I never ever shot dice in my life. Like me, I'm not a gambler.
According to the complaint, the witness knew of other times when NBA players or celebrities would need to get approval in advance from Henley to ensure their safety at events such as parties, games, or advertising shoots. The witness said the celebrities would have to pay Henley for protection and approval or face retaliation from the Big U enterprise. Henley would approve of any dice games and such events that involved huge amounts of money with NBA stars and other celebrities in the city. The said celebrities would also have to pay for their protection as well. No arrest has been made so far. In a monitored meeting between Henley and someone identified only as Victim 1, Henley recounted that he got into it with AB after AB cheated a current NBA All-Star out of $1.5 million and a former NBA All-Star out of $5 million. Henley also talked about charging the players $100K to get their money back. Broner has not yet been charged, but the incident is under investigation amid the RICO case against Eugene Henley, which became public last week when he was arrested.
Actually, he's from Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And he left a six-figure paying job just to get with me in the beginning, just at the beginning of my career.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this 25 years ago. He left a great paying job, had a master's degree, had a master's degree, six-figure paying job. He left it all in D.C., came. I guess he's seen the same thing that I've seen. He's seen the dream and he believed. And he made millions and millions of dollars with me. He's the CEO of Mayweather Promotions now.
Okay. Now, how important is team? Because, you know, like you said, a lot of people out here, we be thinking, a lot of people move and they thinking about the money, so they thinking I can do it by myself because I don't want to bust it down and establish a team. When I think a team, I think together each achieve more. How important is that infrastructure?
I think even like people, when you make money, so if I make 100,000, I put 50,000 up. If I make 100 million, I put 50 million up. You always got to put half up.
Hold on, so you just got the other 50 million just laying around? Just if I want to have some fun.
Because you know, I got guys I work with every day. You know, just yesterday I made 10 million. See our matching pajamas? You like our
Put a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Oh man.
That's so cool.
Oh man, what's up? How you doing?
He got a business suit on, KJ, or those pajamas?
Could sports commentator Stephen A. Smith be thinking about the White House? According to the Black Information Network, the longtime ESPN personality says he is now open to running for president in 2028. This news comes after he had previously said politics wasn't for him. Stephen A. recently posted on X, formerly Twitter, about the idea, writing, "Time to stop messing around. Life is great, especially at ESPN and Disney. Hate the thought of being a politician, but I'm sick of this mess, so I'm officially leaving all doors open." He also spoke more about it during a live interview at the NAB show in Las Vegas. There, he said, I've been approached by people on Capitol Hill. I've been approached by elected officials in office, whether it's governors or mayors. People have seriously asked me about it. Even though he isn't excited about becoming a politician, Stephen A. said if things in the country don't get better after the 2026 midterm elections, he will consider stepping up. While nothing is official, it's clear he is taking the idea more seriously than ever before.
Over the last few weeks, I've had no choice but to get a bit more serious about it. I've been approached by people on Capitol Hill. I've been approached by people who are elected officials in office, whether it's governors or mayors or what have you, and people have legitimately and seriously asked me about that. I have no desire to be a politician. My life is pretty well, but I've decided I'm no longer going to close that door. I'm going to keep my options open.
However, one person that ever takes trolling Floyd Mayweather more seriously than Stephen A. Smith, which is 50 Cent. 50 Cent is once again needling Floyd Mayweather. The media claims that the retired boxing champion spent over $400 million acquiring dozens of New York City apartment buildings. The 21 Questions rapper used Instagram to spotlight doubts surrounding Mayweather's self-proclaimed real estate triumph. He's reviving their long-running feud with another pointed jab. While he's had his fair share of squabbles, there's one rivalry that has become the stuff of internet legend, and that, dear reader, is his never-ending, always hilarious war against Floyd Money Mayweather.
Yeah. This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC, there's no CO, it's not incorporated, there's no...
I'm going to entertain the possibility, if it comes in 2020, late 2026, 2027, where I look at this country and I think it's an absolute mess and there's legitimate reason to believe, whether it's via exploratory committees or anything else, that I indeed would have a legitimate shot to win the presidency of the United States.
Now, 50 Cent and Mayweather used to be tight, like hang out and matching bling tight. But somewhere along the way, bromance turned into a blood feud, and since then, it's been nothing but memes, jabs, and shades so thick it needs its own SPF rating. Let's ride through the trolling timeline that proves 50 doesn't just go after Floyd, he lives for it. This is a full-time job. Man has a pension plan built off clowning this dude. And the latest addition? A spicy little jab after news broke that Mayweather might have exaggerated a bit about buying 62 rental apartment buildings in Manhattan for a cool $402 million. 50 Cent trolled him with a chef's kiss of a tweet. On April 8th, 50 posted a clip from Fighters Corner News, a YouTube channel known for its sports commentary. The video, dramatically titled, Stephen A. Smith exposes Floyd Mayweather for going bankrupt after $402 million scam, questions the legitimacy of Mayweather's February announcement. In the caption, 50 wrote, "Damn champ, they caught you capping. Ha 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 ha, time for another exhibition. LOL. Tagging his own platform for good measure. The video in question centers on Mayweather's viral claim that he purchased 62 apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan without outside investment. In a clip shared earlier this year, the retired boxing icon boasted about his acquisition, framing it as a masterclass in self-funded wealth building. "All the retail on my buildings all belong to me," he said. "Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves." But since then, scrutiny has replaced celebration. A March report from Business Insider found no supporting evidence of the alleged transaction. Public property records in New York City show no indication of ownership transfers linked to Mayweather. Furthermore, the New York City Housing Partnership, which often oversees such developments, told BI it had not been informed of any sale or upcoming transfer involving those buildings. The Housing Partnership has not been advised of any sale, pending sale, or change in ownership, a spokesperson confirmed. Generally, the partnership would be advised of the transfer and would be party to the transfer. That has not occurred. Whether it's accusing him of wearing fake watches, mocking his fashion choices, remember those Gucci boots, or implying he's the king of exhibition fights against YouTubers and local dads, 50 always brings the smoke. And honestly, we all secretly love it. Here's the wild part. 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather weren't always enemies. In fact, they used to be close friends. Jet setting, business planning, ride or die kind of close.
see what I'm saying? He fights on every Golden Boy card. They do all the footwork on
like
every
the
show.
negotiations and the imprint, the paperwork.
They
like,
built the whole show. So when he says helping with Mayweather Promotions and it's not there, I go, okay, I know what he means. He wants me to
get it together.
Put it together for him. So I do TMT Promotions. I get it all the way together. Sign the actual fighters. We had acquisition of Gamboa. It's like I had to negotiate a release. It was $1.2 million.
Back in 2012, they even teamed up to launch a boxing promotions company called the Money Team, TMT, with 50 handling the paperwork, while Mayweather focused on his in-ring dominance. For a hot minute, it looked like the ultimate power duo was born, but then the money got funny. According to his interview on Power 106, 50 had established TMT without Mayweather's consent, and Mayweather insisted 50 acted out of jealousy. Cue the split and the start of one of hip-hop's pettiest, most public beefs.
So did 50 Cent knock Mayweather out?
Nope. I didn't knock Floyd out. I should have knocked Floyd out. It's kind of hard to hit Chap. Even when he's standing right in front of you, start moving and with the shoulder block and everything, so it get hard to hit.
Since then, it's been open season for trolling. 50 Cent has relentlessly trolled Mayweather online, making memes, dropping shady captions, and even challenging him to read a single page from a Harry Potter book, offering $750K to charity if he could do it without messing up. The internet went nuts. They've traded shots like middle schoolers with verified accounts. But unlike your average social media beef, there's always high production value and enough Gucci to stock a department store.
Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dibb, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. So we brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo.
You might think 50 Cent trolls everyone, and you'd be right, but there's a special sparkle in his eye when Mayweather does something headline-worthy. It's not casual shade, it's elite-level trolling, practiced and perfected. He's not just a hater, he's a hater, certified, energized, probably monetized. And as long as Floyd Mayweather keeps flexing and 50 Cent's got Wi-Fi, we'll be watching, popcorn in hand, ready for the next round. The timing of 50 Cent's post isn't accidental. Just last month, he mocked Mayweather and Harlem rapper Jim Jones by sharing an AI-generated parody of Rocky III featuring both men. It was another jab in a feud that has dragged on for over a decade, with each party seizing any opportunity to ridicule the other in public.
Did you and Floyd get into a fight or a shoving match before?
Yeah.
Who won that?
I won every time.
Every time?
No.
Every time.
No, we had twice. We got into it.
Like a real altercation?
Yeah, like one was with the...
Did he put that shoulder back on you? Because I'm thinking...
Nah. It was more like out of reflex, though. He punched me.
As for Mayweather, he hasn't addressed the criticism directly. Despite his reputation for flaunting luxury and success, the silence around this supposed $402 million deal only adds fuel to the skepticism. And with 50 Cent keeping the spotlight squarely on the missing paper trail, the pressure for clarity, if not receipts, is only growing louder. Floyd Mayweather has become very controversial over the years due to his flashy lifestyle and life choices. While some still see him as one of the greatest boxers in the history of boxing, his recent tendencies are quickly overshadowing those honors, and he is becoming more of a villain than a hero. Ever since this evidence was used against him, there has been little to no response from him to validate or invalidate those claims, and that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.